I wanted to film a video about a little mini haul that I got from Ulta um, near me, and also just explain what's happened at Ulta the last two times I went, which are the only two times I went, uh, and what I found out about it today. Um, sorry, I'm using my webcam. It's really low quality. I turned the quality all the way up. This is not a swatch video. But I got a couple things and I thought I would just share my experience there because I wonder how many other people feel the same way. My makeup has been on all day. My lips have had three different things on them. So it's a little rough, but the poor resolution doesn't like it's a little more forgiving, I guess. So the whole reason I went in there today, because the first time I went, I swore I was never going to go back, at least to this specific one. But I really wanted to try some products from Essence. I heard that their um, mascaras were really good, and I really wanted to try some of their eyeshadows, which are inexpensive. And I couldn't find Essence anywhere near me, so I asked online. A lot of people just said Ulta, Ulta, Ulta. So I went in there looking for Essence products. It was one of the first things I saw, so perfect. I picked up the I like to mauve it, mauve it. Geez, can you read that? Little purple mauve palette. I recently got a purple mauve lipstick that I just really love the way it looks on me. Purples are my favorite anyway, so I saved the peeling just for this video. Ah. Oh, it wasn't as satisfying as I thought. Oh, it's just taped on. It wasn't the little, but that's okay. So I haven't swatched these yet, but I understand the resolution's really low. So sorry, but I'm just gonna kind of look at the six. They're coming out pretty pigmented. The first one, no, but gosh, can't see it all. I was at Ulta and swatches everywhere. Sorry, so the swatches aren't. I can do that another time maybe. Although there's a lot online about these. Not quads. There's six. So I expected to want all of these. They had a green one, a blue one, a taupe one that looked really interesting online. But when I saw them, they were either underwhelming or I already had those colors. It wasn't anything unique. Honestly, I probably have these colors too, but I wanted to try the eyeshadows. Figured I'd get the most use out of these. They were kind of muted purples, which again I probably have, but I'm gonna try it anyway. So I'm excited to try that. I also picked up their Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara, waterproof. Um, I have CoverGirl mascara on today, so I did try it over top of that, and it looks amazing on my lower lashes. I know you can't see it, sorry. I will demonstrate in other tutorials, I'm sure. I was looking for their tubing mascara, which was Bye Bye Panda. I didn't see it. Debated over and over whether to get this or not today. Like, did I need it today? And then, I thought the butter glosses that I've heard about were from Physicians Formula because they have butter bronzers. Apparently, butter gloss was from NYX, which now I remember. So that started my first interaction with somebody in the store. And they were very helpful. They took me over to the NYX area, which I already knew what it was, but they pointed out that I had actually already been looking at the butter glosses. And because I like so many crazy colors, like, of course, I'm attracted. There was like a periwinkle blue one. But glosses aren't as pigmented. Um, so I didn't get a butter gloss today. I may get that one. Um, it was like a lavendery powder blue color. I liked it, but I knew it was going to be sheer and it wasn't going to last as a gloss. So then I looked up and I saw this. Can you even see what color this is? This is like a teal dark green. Um, and I don't have this color, and it's called, I just looked it up, Shine Loud. This color is called Taught Millionaire by NYX. I've tried three NYX things and had a bad experience with all of them, so I'd kind of written off NYX. Um, but the good thing about Ulta is that you can test almost everything. So they had a tester of this, and the color was just so unique. The thing is, it's confusing as heck, okay? Like, one end is a doe foot with the actual pigment in it. And of course, I'm gonna open it upside down every single time. And then the other side is just this brush with some clear stuff in it. Um, Supposedly, I think this is supposed to help lock it down and like make it transfer proof. Either that or it's just gonna add shine to it because it is pretty matte on its own. I tried a purple one too. So the teal one, I put that fluid over top of it and it is not budging. It is not budging. I did have it on my lips earlier and it did wear off on the inner ring. Typical, you know. Um, but this is really not budging at all. Purple one, I didn't put the glossy stuff on top and it's also not budging. I mean, not even on my fingers. So like, I don't think the gloss is necessary, but I guess you can put it on there. I don't know. It's probably going to confuse the heck out of me, but I got it for the color. And I don't think I'm going to return it or anything. So it's a color I don't have. I may get more in, they have a purple and a blue one and stuff. Um, and then I spent time in the Colourpop section because my one of the hauls that I got from Facebook was a huge amount of Colourpop Super Shock shadows. And thing is, they were mostly dried out, so I had to revive them with Inglot Doraline, which is fine, it works. But I wanted to like, I hadn't used them before, the Super Shocks, so I wanted to make sure I understood what they were supposed to feel like to see that Doraline was actually reviving them. Some of them were more dried out than others, but so I went to the Colourpop. That was one of my other goals by going there today, was to go to the Colourpop section and feel a Super Shock shadow if possible. And I did, and the Doraline is working great. So I almost wanted to buy more because there were some pretty colors and just to have it brand new, but I didn't. I said no, just so many things today. They also had a lot of the 16 um, pan 16 2, 3, 4, 9 pan, sorry, 9 pan palettes on display, and I've been racking those up on the Colourpop side of like, I want this one, I want this one, I want this one. However, I ruled a lot of them out for the same reason as the Essence eyeshadow. I just had those colors already, or when I swatched them they were kind of underwhelming, or they didn't have the colors that I was looking for so much. And I almost didn't buy anything from Colourpop, but then I got to the checkout and they had the That's Taupe one up there, swatchable. And I swatched it, and I guess their marketing worked because I ended up buying it. Um, Mostly because I think I might be able to, I know you can't see them exactly, again, I'm sorry. Um, I think I can get a contour shade out of this. When, you know, I swatched them on here and I need that like grayish, brownish, almost purplish color. And there's two or three on here that I think I might be able to use. I'm still searching for a perfect contour shade so that I know what I need because it seems to either be too light or too dark, even ones that I've been working with for, you know, over a year now. So I bought it for that specifically. I like the shimmers, also it's snake prints, so it's a me theme. So I caved and bought this, and because this was more expensive, this was 14. This was 7, I think. I think. This was 4, and this was 5. I wanted to stick to the $5 range, but I didn't. I ended up getting this for 14. But I don't want enough of these to like get free shipping on the website. So by buying it in the store, I didn't have to pay for shipping. And there's no markup really. I do have to say that is good about Ulta, really. Like the price on the website is the price that they sell it in the store. I don't know how they can do that, but okay. Um, but then I get to check out again. And it's the same thing as the last time I went. Last time I went, though, there were some more pushy salespeople on the floor. They just kind of don't stop talking to you. Like, I have a question, answer the question, and then go away. I don't want to talk to people. And with the pandemic and stuff, it's only gotten worse. Like, I don't want to talk to people, especially in that setting. I like that they're there if you need help, but like, if I don't need help, then go away. And then I get to the checkout and they ask for a phone number. And there's nothing wrong with being an Ulta member or whatever. But first time I'd never been there before. I was new to makeup. I didn't want to sign up for a thing. And the lady, the first time, was super pushy about it. Super pushy. Just went on and on and on and on about it. And it triggered me, actually. It scared me that I wasn't able to get out of there. And I resolved never to go back. I was like, this is not for me. I felt like a beginner to makeup. I felt like I didn't know what I was doing and I felt uncomfortable. And that wasn't what I was into it for. But I went again today in search of Essence and Colourpop. And the lady at the checkout was very nice. And she asked for the phone number and I said, I'm not a member. And she tried to get me to sign up and I said, I'm not interested. And her face just kind of fell. And she didn't want to be pushy, but she kept going on about it. And I was like, I understand you have to push it, but I'm not signing up. And she said the reason they have to push it is because they get a mark against them if they do a checkout without the customer having an account. Like they get marked based on like how many people they get to sign up or something. And at first I thought she was just explaining this to make me feel better, but then she was literally had the makeup on the counter by her and was like holding on to it and not giving it to me to like wait for me to sign up. And of course, like I'm in a rush. I want to get out of there. She's arguing with me. She's not arguing with me. She's trying to manipulate me. And I'm like, I'll give you a good rating if you want, but I'm not signing up for this thing because even if it means a free sample product or something, at this point, you've pissed me off. You're making me feel uncomfortable again. And you're literally, I had already paid for the makeup. You're literally keeping it over away from me when I just paid for it. I had to reach across the counter and slide it over, and she was still trying to convince me. And I'm like, I just left. I mean, I said, I understand your situation, but I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. In the end, I mean, she said, I respect your decision. Like, she didn't want to make me uncomfortable, but her behavior was to freaking hoard my makeup so I couldn't get it until I signed up and I already paid for it. I'm like, first of all, Ulta, don't do that to your employees. What the fuck? Like, that's not fair. That's not fair. They have a million, like, good reviews or something, and then one bad, and you mark them down. That's just messed up. And I'm sure other places, you know, have that as well. And I understand, but I disagree with it. And I would be in there all the time if I felt comfortable. I honestly would. because I got to, my hands were and fingers were covered in swatches. I was like, I had like 4 more items in my hands. I was ready to go and now like I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back. If I do, I might bring like backup with me to deal with people because I don't want to be cornered and made to feel like pressured to do something, especially after I've already said no. So, Ulta, knock it off. Don't freaking do that. You're gonna have more customers if you allow them to not sign up or pressure them to sign up. And you know, I'm sure she was telling the truth that they are pressured to do it, but that's not fair either. That's making your employees uncomfortable. Like, what the hell? So, I don't know. Let me know if other altars are like that because I've only been to the one. I'm not gonna say where because I don't want to give locations online, but like it was upsetting. Like it kind of ruined a fun trip of like looking at makeup and getting excited about swatches and stuff. Like there was, like I said, there was other stuff I wanted to buy. There's other stuff I'd like to go back and buy. Um, but it was reinforced that I had a bad experience there and probably not going back. So good job. You pushed somebody away who was going to spend money. Stupid. Sextets, maybe? It's like a lavendery powder bluey color, you know. Sorry, I just dropped a bag of popcorn. Oh well. Please don't have blue lipstick on my teeth. Okay.